What is a CV and how can you write one in English? Well, you are in the right place to find out. Remember, a CV has one function and one function only: to get you a job interview. However, the difficult thing is that the CV has to work subito, immediately. Now we are going to look at some ways about how to create a CV that makes an instant impact. Here are some general points to consider. Number 1, a CV should never be more than 2 pages. Quindi mai più di 2 pagine. And if you do not have a lot of experience, instead of writing 1.5 pages, write only 1 page to avoid a big white gap. Number 2, avoid gaps in your work experience. So, for example, if one job finished in May 2019 and your next job started in January 2020, write something to let the employer know what you were doing in the meantime, maybe a course online or something like that. Language. If written badly, your CV will make a bad impression and find its way into the bin. Furthermore, if it is not written well, your strong points will be missed, because remember, you need to show your strong points as quickly as possible. Now, here are 3 technical tips to take into consideration when writing your CV. Number 1, usa un inglese professionale. So, instead of looked at data, you can say analyzed data. Number 2, avoid using the first person. So, instead of saying I created a database, you can simply say created a database. Number 3, avoid vague language. For example, sentences like good communicator and great analytical skills mean nothing. So instead of saying these things, you need to show these things through examples. For example, you could say analyzed market data and communicated results to shareholders. And that demonstrates that you have these skills. Personal details. Obviously, you need to put your name in bold at the top of the CV, but here are 3 more tips about personal details. Number 1, avoid non-professional email addresses. Number 2, give only 1 phone number and 1 email address. Do not create confusion for the employer by giving more than 1 of these. Number 3, include a link to your LinkedIn profile if you have one. Professional profile. Remember, this is the most important part of your CV, because the employer will receive hundreds of CVs and will not have time to read all of them in detail. He or she will read your CV for about 5 seconds and then make a decision whether to continue or not. So you need to summarize your best bits at the beginning of the CV so that the employer can see them immediately and then decide to continue reading. Now, it is very important that you include the best bits of your career in this. State where you are in your career. For example, an experienced teacher with more than 10 years experience, or something like a recent graduate with a bachelor's degree in economics, and then state any other career achievements that you are proud of.